Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing really well. So today, this is my very late announcement video for the Gothic Hearts Reading Challenge, which I am co-hosting again this year. I believe this is the third or fourth year now that I've co-hosted this event for February, and I meant to get this video out last week, but I came down with a really bad sinus infection when we did the live show last week. I was starting to feel it come on and it's just lingering on forever. So today I finally had enough energy to turn on the camera and get this filmed. So it is a little bit late, but I'm hoping that you guys will find a little bit of time in your TBRs to add in some Gothic reads and take part in this wonderful reading challenge with us. So this event has been going on, like I said, for the past few years, and Regina St. Clair from Regina's Haunted Library is the creator, and I am co-hosting along with my friends D.L. Tillery and Edie Lewis. I'll have everybody linked down below, of course, in the description box, and I absolutely love this event. It's just an opportunity for me to pick up some Gothic reads, but more so than that, I think this year, you know, I've been very much in my goth girl winter. So like we did a lot of Gothic books and movies during the holidays, for haunted holidays, and then in January I read a lot of Gothic books interspersed with some vintage books from my vintage shelf, and February I'm just continuing on that same sort of goth girl theme. So super excited to pick up some more Gothic reads, and you'll probably notice a theme in some of these prompts this year. So like we always say every single year, this is a very laid back event. I believe this is probably the most prompts that we've had for this event in the past couple of years. But if you want to take part in one prompt or all of them, or, you know, watch movies instead of reading books, you know, you can take part in however you like. So of course, let me know down below in the comments if you're going to be taking part and you're able to add in some Gothic reads for your February. So in this video, I'm just going to go over the prompts. Please make sure to check out the other announcement videos as well. Of course, I'll have those linked down below also. My co-hosts are very well versed in Gothic reads, more so than I am. I've really only, like, I've always been into Gothic literature to some degree, but it's really been only in the past couple of years that I've really made it one of my favorite subgenres. So make sure to go check out their announcement videos as well, and any recommendations they might have. But for this video, I'm just going to go over the prompts. I'm a little bit behind on recording videos, like I said, with being sick and everything. It seems to be the theme since the holidays. It's so funny. I took a bunch of time off over the holidays, and then I ended up with like a huge eczema flare-up and tummy issues, and now this sinus infection. So I'm a little bit behind on recording videos, but I'm hoping to put out a recommendation video at some point so you can get some ideas of what to read. But jumping right into the prompts. Prompt number 1, Heathcliff's Curse. Read a Gothic romance where love becomes obsession or vengeance. Prompt number 2, Love Beyond the Grave. Read a Gothic romance where one lover is dead, undead, or haunting the living. I love this prompt. That sounds so good. And I have a couple of choices that I might be able to put in for my own. Number 3, Her Dark Reflection. Read a Gothic romance featuring a morally gray or dangerous heroine. Prompt number 4, Letters Never Meant to Be Read. Read a Gothic romance told through letters, journals, confessions, or fragmented records. So that's very cool. You can add in like mixed media sort of books for that prompt. Prompt number 5, Love in the Fog. Read a Gothic romance set in a bleak, isolated landscape, moors, cliffs, forests, or coastal ruins. So of course, I mean, that's one of the main aspects of the Gothic, you know, crumbling old manors on the English moors and that kind of thing. It has all the feels, and even though it's very warm here for Canada, it definitely will give me that Gothic sort of feel for the entire month. Prompt number 6, A House with a Temperament. Read a book in which home, estate, or location feels alive or oppressive. So that's another one where just about any Gothic book could fit into that. Prompt number 7, The Outsider. Read a book featuring a character who never truly belongs. I love that because sometimes you have, like in the case of Rebecca, where you have a woman that comes into a home and she really feels like she doesn't really belong, and the staff is kind of mean to her and all of that kind of stuff. And there's definitely one book that I want to put in for my own, so I will definitely be doing kind of a TBR / recommendations video. I don't want to get too locked into doing TBRs again, because I've done them over the past couple of months, but there's definitely some suggestions I want to make. And prompt number 8, everyone suffers. Read a book that makes you feel emotionally racked by the end. My goodness. So definitely a lot of books would fit into that sort of prompt. But can you notice a theme here? So we have a very Wuthering Heights kind of theme going on with this. And just by fluke, I can't believe this even happened, but I'm sure it's probably because of the upcoming movie that's coming out, the remake. So we decided to do the Gothic Hearts again this year. It had this sort of theme. The remake is coming out, the one with Margot Robbie, and Matt actually booked a Valentine's Day themed tea at a local tea house here. It's in a historic home, and that is actually called Passion on the Moors, which fits this perfectly. So I'm probably going to be I'll definitely be doing a vlog for that weekend. So we have Friday the 13th, we have Valentine's Day on the Saturday, and here in Canada it's actually a long weekend as well. So I will definitely take you guys along to the Passion on the Moors tea and show you all the lovely offerings that they have that's also Wuthering Heights themed. And in addition to the reading prompts, or like I said, you could probably watch movies if you don't want to fulfill all the prompts with books. We also have some activities, and I love when there's accompanying activities with prompts, with readathons like this. I just think it just rounds out the whole theme of the month, and it just makes everything fun, and there's stuff that I can incorporate Matthew into as well. So for the activity prompts, we have activity 1, the weather witness. So there's an outside version and an inside version, which is great because I'm sure being in Canada, the weather is going to take a tumble here pretty soon. So the outside version, sit outside during rain, wind, fog, dusk or overcast skies. Read a page or two from a Gothic romance and note how the weather mirrors the emotional tension of the story. Share a photo or a short written impression. So that's very cool. And then the indoor version, of course, because it's winter. Open a window, dim the lights, and play ambient storm or wind sounds. Read the same passage and write how the imagined weather changes the scene's mood. So funny enough, one of my favorite things to do, I think I did it in a Q&A, and my friend Jen actually asked me the question, how do I incorporate the Gothic into my everyday life? And one of my favorite things to do, and Matthew usually has this scene set by the time I get home from work because he comes home first. We love to open up the windows a little bit. It's already usually dark or dusk by the time I get home. We light a fire, we light all the candles and even sometimes my oil lamps, and we put on ambient sort of background nature sounds. A lot of times it has thunder and stuff like that. We like a lot of the ambient sounds on the channels that you get here on YouTube, and that's how I will spend my evening reading my book and having a cup of tea or coffee or whatever. And it's fantastic, and that's one of the things that I absolutely love. So I think it's great that this is one of the prompts because it's something that I incorporate into my everyday life anyway, and it's something that I can kind of meld into this readathon. Activity number 2, the Heart's Confession. Write a short Gothic love confession from the perspective of a doomed lover, a ghost, a villain, or someone who loves too deeply. Can be on a Gothic postcard you make or buy. So that's a really cool prompt. And I love how it has the incorporation of doing the craft and, you know, making postcards or cards or whatever, and then writing out your description. And then activity number 3, a love that should not be. Watch a Gothic romance film where love defies reason, society, or morality. Examples: ghost lovers, doomed couples, or forbidden bonds. So lots of opportunity just within the Gothic realm as a whole to fulfill that prompt as well. And then activity number 4, write an original epigraph inspired by the Wuthering Heights energy. Rules: loose or Gothic, 1 to 4 lines only, can be poetry or prose, can be a quote from a fictional diary, a ghost, a doomed lover, or a house, and it should hint at obsession, longing, or ruin. So that could be a really great prompt for anybody who, you know, has that sort of creative writing skill. That's very cool. So I think I might attempt that, but I'm not sure if I'm going to share it because my writing skills are not as good as some of my my co-hosts or other people taking part, but I think it is still a really cool prompt. And prompt number 5 has a witchy angle, which I love. So it's the Candle of Longing Gothic Hearts ritual to honor love that cannot survive untouched. So for the ritual, Light a candle beside your current Gothic romance. Read a passage involving yearning, distance, or unspoken desire. Let the candle burn for the length of the scene, then extinguish it slowly. And then write in your journal on this question: what does this love demand and what does it destroy? So very, very cool ritual that you can incorporate. And you can also do photos for Instagram and stuff like that. So make sure if you do anything for Instagram for the Gothic Hearts that you tag us, so we can see your posts. And then of course it has the safety disclaimer there. Please take all safety precautions on the above activity. We don't want to see any burning witches. So that is all of the prompts for the Gothic Hearts reading challenge. Like I said, this is a little bit delayed. I'm so sorry that I didn't get it out prior to February. It's February 1st today. Bless it in bulk if you're celebrating. I am actually not spending the evening in the library, which is typically what I do on Sunday evenings. I'm going to go up and get a hot bath, and I'm just going to veg out on the couch. This sinus ear infection thing that I've had going on has just completely taken me out, and I had an entire self-care weekend. So I will be back probably with a recommendation video. I also want to talk about other Gothic themed videos during February, just to kind of round out that goth girl winter coming into spring. And I hope you guys will enjoy all of the Gothic themed videos coming up. I will also be doing a live show next weekend, which will be February 7th, I believe. So hopefully you guys will be able to join in for that as well. That's everything I had to say today. If you guys enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, and leave me a question or a comment down below, because you know I love chatting with you guys. But until next time, stay spooky, everybody. Bye.